everyone, it's Alyssa. I am here with another one of these Weeklyish updates, which it's been at least 2 weeks since my last weekly update, so that's what I'm calling Weeklyish updates. That's something I really struggle with, or just in life in general, is like schedules and sticking with a schedule and doing things in like having routines. That really doesn't work for me, and it never has. Like my whole life, that's something I've struggled with, and probably one of the reasons I hated school so much. That idea where you're like, every day you have the same schedule every day and you got to get up and be at school at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning or whatever time school started, and you had to be there, and then you leave at the certain time. It's like you always eat lunch at the same time, you always have your gym class at the same time, and I guess there's some people who really like that, and I am the opposite and I hate that, and I can't do it. I don't know. That's probably one of the reasons I don't have a normal job, and I've always like struggled. Like that's like the biggest issue I think with having like a normal job is that like schedule and just having to do the same thing day after day after day, and that just it drives me crazy. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. But the other reason I haven't really made a video is because I really don't have anything exciting to report. There's not that much exciting going on here. That's how it is some weeks. I have been writing. I feel very close to being done with a very rough first draft of my current work in progress, so that's exciting to me. I mean, maybe by the next time I make one of these videos, and who knows when that'll be, I will actually have that completed, but I don't know. Don't hold your breath. And I did get out another chapter on a work in progress that I'm working on with a friend of mine, a collaboration project, so that's some progress. It's not a very long chapter, probably about 1,000 words, but hey, we're moving along. It's forward momentum. The only other thing I guess that I've been working on over the past couple of weeks, my dad has this plan to do a podcast, which is going to be sort of like an old-timey radio show, and well, maybe not old-timey, he'll get mad at me if I say old-timey, but it is a radio show, like, with, like, a DJ talking, and I don't know, I guess they still have radio shows. I don't listen to the radio, so I don't really even know, but, like, the idea being that, he'll play the songs and talk about, like, the history of the songs and interesting stories and stuff like that, and he's gonna put that out. He's got a website, and actually that's mostly what we've been working on, is getting things. I set it up for him, and now I had to like switch things over to his name and get that all taken care of and squared away and stuff like that. So soon there'll be a actual podcast that I can share with you. But at the moment it's still like my work in progress. It's still a work in progress. By the way, I'm in my office, my messy office. So that's something else I struggle with is being organized and neat, and it's also something I'm never going to be able to do. I mean, I'm just not an organized, neat person. And you have to know your strengths and weaknesses. I mean, some people are really good at that, and that's great. But that's not me. So, you know what? I mean, I do have to clean up in here, I know, but even so, it won't stay clean, I can't do that. It just isn't it isn't how I am. It isn't how I think. It isn't how my brain works. It isn't how my life is. And I guess I've been reading too. I've been reading some more of that steampunk book that I was reading before. It's like a book of short stories, so it's not like a novel. So, read a chapter here, or I read a story here or story there. I did read, this book was good. It's The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce. And this is a library book. I gotta bring it back. But, it's kind of funny because I don't think I knew that when I picked it up. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I just kind of picked it up at the library. And if there is such a subgenre as like old men walking around England, then this is part of that subgenre, as was that Bill Bryson book that I read a couple of weeks ago. So just kind of funny because it's like, why am I suddenly reading about these old guys, wandering around England? But I am. I don't think the next book that I read will be on that topic, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so that's really all that's been going on in the 2 weeks since I last talked to you, which is not very exciting, I guess. But, that's my life. A messy office, disorganized schedule, and, actually trying to kind of get further along on projects. Oh, I was proofreading, I think, or like editing, kind of revising a manuscript that it's a nonfiction thing, and I haven't really, I've gotten through the revisions on the paper, and now I have to actually put them into the computer and take the next step with that. But Yeah, I haven't really done much with that either. So you feel like it's like I must be some slacker who just sleeps all day. But I work hard. I do. And I do other stuff like the writing is my side business. So I actually have, a day job, if you want to call it, where that takes my time and that's where all the money comes from. And yeah, we got together with friends this weekend, and it's my boyfriend's, someone he went to high school with, and his wife, and she was asking me about like writing and like, because people don't know, they know that I write books and they assume that's where I earn a living from, but it isn't. And so I was just like, yeah, I could maybe like, buy a coffee once in a while or something like that, but I mean, you can't live on the writing income. So, you know, I do the other stuff on the side, the selling stuff on the internet. That's where my actual income comes from, the actual, that's what pays the rent. Not writing. Not so far. But hey, maybe someday. So I would say that I'll be back and talk to you again in a week, but who knows? Who knows when it'll be. But I will, I'll make more videos for you, I promise. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.